Hello my dear friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara, and today we're going to be looking at Mars conjunct Mars in Synastry. So this video is for you if you are experiencing this conjunction with a particular individual. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. So Mars in our natal charts is our ambition, it's our drive, it's how we handle conflict. It can also be our sexual energy. Sometimes I can see the Mars energy as our ego, our solar plexus chakra, our identity, like it's that masculine energy within the Mars energy. So when we have two people's Mars coming together, now here's the thing, it depends. First of all, how evolved are the two people? What kind of dynamic is this going to be? Is it romantic? Is it sexual? Is it platonic? Is it a business relationship? So I'm going to go over each of the possible outcomes. So let's say it is a sexual dynamic, which is probably like, let's say both people are super attracted to each other. This energy is definitely going to bring a lot of sexual chemistry between the two people. Now it depends what else is going on in the rest of the natal chart. And again, how evolved are these two people? Because it's like this energy could start off with like headbutting energy or like two egos kind of like fighting each other or like battling each other. So it's like you guys might not even get to the sexual part, for example, because it's like this person's waiting for the other person to cave, the other person's waiting for this person to cave. So it's like there could be a lot of headbutting in the beginning as well. But it's like if you guys overcome that, and again, it depends on the rest of the energies in the natal charts between the two people. But it's like it could be, let's say, just a sexual dynamic between the two people where it's like a lot of sexual chemistry. You guys are super attracted to each other. Like the way you guys go about this is going to be very similar. You guys are going to be into the same things, but it could be just this, for example. Maybe it's just a sexual attraction between the two people. Now let's say there's more going on between the two natal charts. Maybe there's some moon aspects taking place. Maybe there is some Venus aspects even taking place. Like this could maybe progress, let's say, into a romantic relationship where you guys are super sexually compatible. So it could go into this direction, absolutely. Now in terms of friendship or friends or even like a family dynamic, for example, like let's say you have this with like a family member, it could go into a lot of ego headbutting because it's like this person could want you to do this. Let's say it's a family member. Like let's say they want you to do this or they want this path for you and then you want to do this other thing. Like it could have a lot of conflict as well. Like overall this energy could have a lot of conflict. You guys can kind of look at it as like the Mars energy in one person is putting up a mirror to the other Mars person's energy as well. And it's like if it's too similar, you guys can kind of look at it as like when you try to put two magnets together that are like the same end, it could be repelling. So it depends which direction the energy goes in. Sometimes with the Mars energy, like these relationships, a lot of these Martian types of relationships could start off like repelling each other because it could start off with a lot of ego, maybe a lot of aggression, maybe a lot of like my way or the highway with these types of dynamics. But if you guys overcome that, or maybe the person has a healthy ego, or maybe the person like isn't as aggressive in terms of their goals, or maybe you yourself are the aggressive one, like whoever the Mars person is, in this case is going to be both people. But it's like if you guys overcome this, well, it could be very harmonious. Like let's say it's a business partnership. This could be a great business partnership because it's like you guys have the same goals, same dreams, same ambitions, and the way that you guys are going about getting the goals is going to be the same. Like both people can like really motivate each other, kind of be each other's cheerleaders, where it's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Oh my gosh, I love your idea. Bounce off of each other. Like absolutely, it can be such a wonderful dynamic. But similarly enough, if it's in the shadow, it could be like, no, it has to be my way. The other person wants it to be their way. And then maybe they could part ways where it's like the person with the Mars energy, in this case, both of you guys might have to find someone who's a little bit softer or a little bit more of like a yes person to go with what you guys want. So it depends which way is this energy going, which direction is the energy going in, what kind of relationship is it, what's the dynamic between the two people, how much does the person want things to be just their way, is there an ability to compromise here, and is there the ability to take this energy into that very positive direction where it's like you guys are really bouncing off of each other, your ideas, your goals, your drive, your ambitions. Like this could be very good business partners, for example. Again, depends on the rest of the natal chart to see what's taking place, and like it really has to be two people who are like really on the same page, same goals, and like really going after it. Because like Mars energy just wants to go is really what that is. So both people in this dynamic are gonna have that energy of like just wanting to go. But the thing is, that's like the healthy version. If it's in the shadow version, it could be a lot of like one-upping each other, a lot of competition, a lot of seeing maybe the other person as a threat. Let's say one of the Mars people in this dynamic has like, you know, their own goals in mind. Maybe like the other person has similar goals and like they could be competitive, but sometimes also competition can be good. Sometimes you have people competing with each other. Like let's say both of these people are competing with each other, but they're still getting to like their own separate end goals. Like absolutely it could be in that direction as well. I'm kind of seeing it, let's say like that's like in a sibling type of way, where it's like maybe subconsciously or unconsciously the two are competing with each other to kind of get like their own goal and get their own outcome. Like it depends, you know, it really depends, because there's a healthy amount of competition. But I think is at the end of the day, you really just want to be in competition with yourself is really what that is. But this person coming through could activate that energy within you. So depends what kind of dynamic is it in terms of like the physical relationship type of sense. Like it's definitely going to be a lot of attraction between the two people. It could be very primal, like very much like let's go, let's rip each other's clothes off. Like absolutely, it could be in that direction. But it could also be kind of like, oh, I don't like that person, you know, or it's like there could be this like repelling energy starting off in the beginning of the dynamic. But I've noticed a lot of the time in any type of relationship, like when there is this like repellent energy in the beginning, these relationships, like in the long run, like if you guys kind of get over that, you guys start to see that maybe there are actually more similarities between you than differences. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up my Mars to Mars Synastry video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.